The murder of 6-year-old JonBenet Ramsey captivated the nation and put her family under the microscope, with many speculating that her father, mother, brother, or all three were involved in her.
The murder of 6-year-old JonBenet Ramsey shocked the entire United States, placing her whole family under a harsh spotlight of suspicion. Many speculated that her father, her mother, her older brother, or even all three, were involved in her death. For 28 years, the family has endured painful accusations. But now, her brother Burke Ramsey, after decades of silence, has decided to speak out, revealing details that are truly heartbreaking. JonBenet Ramsey, a child beauty queen at just 6 years old, had her life tragically stolen on Christmas night in 1996. Her body was discovered in the basement of the family home. The horrific case turned what should have been a joyful holiday season into a haunting reminder of loss. Now 30 years old, Burke bravely shares his experiences, pulling back the curtain on the chilling truth behind the death of the beloved young star. When the tragedy struck, Burke was only 9 years old. He was quickly swept into the glare of media scrutiny, often portrayed as a potential witness. Questions swirled around the Ramsey home. Who had broken in? Was the threat from outside or from within? The ransom note demanding $118,000, an oddly specific amount matching a bonus John Ramsey had recently received, only deepened the mystery. The complexity of the letter led investigators to suspect that the culprit might be someone familiar with the family. But this very detail made Burke, the boy who appeared to have slept through the entire chaos, an undeserving target of suspicion. The nightmare didn't end there. John Ramsey later recalled the heartbreaking moment when Burke, seeing a tabloid headline accusing him of killing his sister, burst into tears right there in the grocery store. The family had not only lost their daughter, but had been cast as suspects by both the public and the police. Yet perhaps the most haunting element of the case was the 3-page ransom note found in the home. Handwritten, unusually long, demanding exactly $118,000, and chillingly, handwriting experts noticed striking similarities between the writing style in the note and that of certain family members. This only intensified the suspicion directed inward. However, investigators made a fatal mistake in the earliest hours of the case. They failed to secure the crime scene. Police allowed friends and relatives to freely wander through the house, destroying countless crucial traces of evidence. The height of this negligence came when a detective actually suggested that John Ramsey search the home himself, leading him to personally discover JonBenet's body in the basement. That horrifying moment permanently compromised the crime scene, erasing evidence that could never be recovered. These careless actions cemented years of suspicion against the family and created an irreparable gap in the investigation. Without solid evidence from the scene to prove an outside intruder, all speculation fell squarely on those who were already suffering unimaginable grief. A true tragedy. Recently, Burke broke nearly 3 decades of silence in an interview with Dr. Phil, reflecting on the haunting memory of standing at his sister's funeral and trying to grasp the meaning of death as a child. In response to long-standing speculation that he might have accidentally harmed JonBenet with a flashlight or a stick, Burke firmly denied the allegations. He stated that he had been in bed, confused by the noises coming from downstairs and afraid that an intruder was in the house. Some viewers noticed that Burke occasionally smiled during interviews, but behavioral experts explained that it was a nervous reaction, not a sign of happiness. Burke's first public discussion of the case drew massive media attention, serving as a reminder of the deep emotional trauma his family has carried for decades. John Ramsey has long wrestled with the unbearable thought that his daughter's killer is still walking free. He is tormented by the lack of justice and believes that if the police had handled the case properly from the very beginning, the real culprit would have been found instead of the family being placed under suspicion. He painfully recalls the burden of facing those accusations while trying to cope with the loss of his child. The investigators' misplaced focus severely hindered the case, causing them to overlook key clues and potential suspects. Those early mistakes inflicted irreversible damage. His wife, Patsy Ramsey, passed away from cancer in 2006 without ever learning the truth. John was stunned to discover that some of the same original investigators continued to oversee the case, prioritizing their personal reputations over the pursuit of the real killer. However, the family continues to hold on to a powerful sense of hope. DNA evidence cleared John and Patsy in 2008, and John believes that advances in forensic science, especially modern DNA testing, could finally lead to a breakthrough. He has criticized the Boulder Police Department for dragging its feet in re-examining the DNA samples, suspecting that they are reluctant because of their past mistakes and misplaced suspicions. John is urging Colorado state officials to intervene and grant access to the remaining DNA evidence. Meanwhile, the legacy of retired Detective Lou Smith, who believed firmly in the Ramseys' innocence and compiled a list of suspects the police had overlooked, is being carried on by his daughter, Cindy. Their fight is not about revenge, but about securing justice for JonBenet and preventing the real perpetrator from harming anyone else. The lesson learned from this case is the danger that arises when justice is delayed by the stubbornness and ego of investigative authorities. A misplaced focus left an entire family isolated and vilified for nearly 3 decades. 28 years later, the case still shocks the public, and recent discussions surrounding the DNA evidence suggest that the truth may finally be on the verge of emerging. What do you think about Burke's revelations? Do you believe modern DNA technology will finally bring justice for JonBenet Ramsey? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth true crime investigations like this one.